Hey, what's up? It's your girl, MAY7, and you're watching the Live Yemoja show right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the wonderful, the incredible MAY7. Come on.
Hello and welcome to another edition of About to Blow, Live Yemoja show. As you know, my name is Liz, and I'm here with very talented UK Afro-B. It's very hard to. MAY7 here with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Very, very beautiful. That's the first thing that when I saw her, I just thought very striking, because obviously you see all the pictures, but then it's really different in real life. It's very, very pretty. That's the first thing I wanted to say. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, you first said it, Afro-B. I'm the original creator of a sound called Afro-B music, and you know, we've got Nigerian music and we've got R&B, or African music and R&B, and we've never clearly defined it, you know, in any sort of music genre. So I decided to call it Afro-B to work for myself, the likes of Nice, anyone who injects Africa into their R&B groove. Yeah, we call it Afro-B.
Yeah,
so that's what I am.
Because you're obviously Nigerian.
I'm definitely Nigerian,
and you're an advocate. You're always talking about it, any chance you get. You've just recently come back.
Yes, I came back just last night from Abuja.
Nice. Did you have a good time?
I did. I mean, Abuja is not as exciting as Lagos, as I said to you earlier on, but I was performing for the president of Nigeria.
So you can't turn down that kind of offer.
Definitely not.
I hear it's really, I've not been, but I hear it's really clean.
Oh,
and
it's the cleanest place, I mean, next to Canada, it's the cleanest place I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Nice roads, lovely buildings, the landscape is just fantastic. So, yes, love it.
Great. So let's talk about your music.
Yeah.
How long have you been around now?
On the scene, officially 10 years plus.
Wow.
I mean, I started when I was 14, 15, and that's then getting paid to sing backing singing for other people. But I've been singing since I was 3 years old, in church, school. I did a bit of drama, any opportunity.
Yeah, I heard that you watched someone, well, I read in the bio that you watched someone drum, and then that was it. At 10 you were drumming for the church.
Yeah.
Church choir.
It was just amazing. I mean, I kept watching this guy religiously every Sunday playing the drums, and I just figured I could play it, and then one day I picked up the sticks and started, and then that was
beautiful. And then not long after that someone discovered your soprano voice.
Yeah.
And how did that come about?
It was in church, and I'm always obviously watching the choir, the drummers, and I stood next to the choir leader one day, and while he was trying to sort of, you know, dictate and command the church choir, I started belting out at the top of my voice, trying to out-sing the choir.
I wonder whether they thought you were in spirit or something.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, where's that? I kept distracting them, so where's that noise coming from? And then he realised it was me, and obviously picked me out after the church and got me involved in the church choir.
Fantastic. And so it started from there.
Yeah.
And then what was the next step?
Next step really was just hanging out in recording studios. Wherever there was music, you'd see MAY7. So, you know, I hung out in Wilson Community Centre. Okay. And they had a recording studio there. Okay. And by one chance, you know, MTV came to the recording studio.
Wow.
Because we had a DJ called DJ Lane who was working there at the time, and she was interviewing up-and-coming artists. Okay. But I was not part of this community centre. I just walked in, and a chance would have it, and you know, somehow I talked my way into being filmed by MTV, a program called Selector at the time, and they had me in the studio and they asked me to sing, and obviously I opened my mouth and I started singing. I think I sang Faith Evans, I remember at the time. And
how did that go? Give us a little bit. Please. I love to hear people singing.
You don't appreciate the time I put into the love affair about, baby. You shouldn't let me walk around thinking it's alright to lay me down. That was it.
Wow.
I was kind of
I I know I put you on the spot, and you killed it. You did really well. Going back to where we left on, which was that you were at Wilson Community Centre. Then what was the next step after MTV came in?
Okay, next step was literally a few days after that. We had a few producers, music managers, labels walk into the community centre looking for me.
Wow.
The first guy that came was a guy called Ronald Amand. He used to produce people like Phoebe1, he was her label manager. Do you know Phoebe1? She's a UK rapper.
No, I've not heard of her, but I'll look her up.
Yeah, she at the time she was UK's #1 female rapper.
Okay.
He used to look after Wayne Marshall. You know Wayne Marshall?
Yep.
So Wayne Marshall. So he had a few artists underneath his belt. So he came, looked to me and said, on Monday or whatever, come to my studio and you're going to be auditioned. So I showed up at the studio. A number of execs sat there and they made me sing on the spot. Sang on the spot and then they signed me.
Wow. and that was the first thing. And that was how many years ago now?
Like I said, over 10 years ago.
Okay. So you did, I think, stuff with them.
Yeah, I did stuff with them.
Because it was a relationship that went on for a little while.
Yeah.
But then you grew up and you thought it was time for a change.